I just returned from my trip in China and I wanted to show you all the things that I have bought. I know I said no buying in 2026. I really meant clothing wise. So I did not buy any clothes. I didn't even buy shoes. I wanted to custom make a few pairs of shoes, but it took a little bit too much time and I think I'll just go back and do it again. So I want to show you the things that I bought. I'm going to tell you the various stories behind them and the thought process as I was going to purchase them. And yeah, I think we'll go this way. At the end of the day, I'm collecting beautiful things, collecting art. And so if I can incorporate art into my daily life, that's perfect. And that's what I'm doing, or what I have done. So let's start first with art, actual art. So these are 3 pieces that I got, and I think I might give one to a friend. So these are 2 smaller ones. It's by this Chinese artist. She lives in Beijing now, and I love it because her art features a lot of women. So, you know, women in the natural state. So usually nudity, but tastefully done. And I feel like there's a bit of a Chinese Picasso vibe, so I really like it. So I like this one because it's just a very feminine picture. And one of the things I wanted to collect, or I want to be collecting, is more representations of femininity. And so these art pieces are perfect for it. I like this because she's just, you know, chilling and resting, and I think it's important to rest, and I love the rose beside. This is just women in natural state. I love it. Now this one, which I got in a bigger piece, I love it because, see, there are 5 women in general just resting and playing music. This reminded me a lot of this famous picture by Picasso with 5 women, and one of the last one, the one closest to the viewer, I think the one on the right, has like a African mask sort of thing. And I really love this incorporation of Western, like in that Picasso picture, it's a very nice incorporation of African and Western art. Now this, I feel, has a very nice incorporation of Western art, which is a very Picasso style, very abstract, yet you understand what's going on, and Chinese painter. So love that. So I got these 2, and yeah, I went to the gallery and I went on Monday night actually, and the gallery owner happened to be there because he said on Monday all the team took time off, so he was there running the shop, or running the gallery. And I think they have another gallery somewhere else. The other thing that I bought, there are 2 things that I bought that were custom to my name. And the first one is this little stamp. So it's my name in Mandarin, and it comes with this little ink pad. So you could pad it and you know, stamp your name on it. So what I want to do is I want to take this with me as I travel, and as I write my postcards, I can put my stamp on it. I love it, so that's why I bought it. The other thing I bought is this chopsticks. So I have chopsticks already, and actually I have a set of 5 different kind of wood, very nice wood, and gold plated. So it's gold plated at the bottom, and then the 5 different types of wood, very good wood at the top. And I love it. I use it all the time. I use it for parties, I use it for family, I use it on my daily life. However, because the bottom is silver plated, it means that I can't use that for a lot of food, because silver can't touch things that's acidic or sulfuric. So what I've done instead is to buy a new chopstick. This is rosewood. As you can see, I'm collecting rosewood. And then you have, I think it's copper at the top, and it's my name that's written. So really love this. Okay, now let's go into the other goodies that I bought. So in general, to me, a very important thing is that they have to be handmade. I think handmade is where it's the specialization, specialty of this city called Jingdezhen, which is the porcelain city of the world. So the first thing that I want to show, I did not buy any accessories at all, but I saw this man selling a lot of very interesting ceramic earrings. So I went to take a look, and he told me everything is handmade and hand cut. So I want to show you a few that I bought 5 pairs from him. He gave me a good discount. But I want to show you how beautiful they are. So the first one is this 2 half earrings. So again, they're handmade, hand painted, hand drawn. And I like this because there are 2 different styles. I like it when it feels like your head is a sandwich between 2 things. So this is handmade, hand painted, so you can see that they're very, very different. And I love this blue. I'm in my bright color phase, and I just love this. It's stunning. The attention to detail, the various strokes. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, the various strokes there are, the color, the contrast. It goes from very dark in the middle to much lighter at the end. It's just beautiful. He also showed pictures of him working on all these earrings, and I want to support. I think they're beautifully done, and I want to support artists. So the other pairs that I've gotten, the first one is this. So that's the first one. The second is this green leaf. I have a perfect romper to pair with this earring. Actually, I have quite a lot of green clothes anyway, and with spring you have a lot of floral clothes. So this leaf shape will be perfect. Also, I'm in search for tableware that is floral in design. There is one by Hermes, but I'm not getting that. But anyway, it's a very similar style, and to host those kind of parties, that'd be the perfect earring for it. The next one is butterflies. I think being in China allowed me to appreciate butterflies a lot more, because the attention to detail to each stroke, the scale on the wings, the colors, they are beautiful, they're stunning, absolutely breathtaking. So I got a butterfly piece I'll show you later, but this earring's beautiful. I also got 2 more. So the fourth one is this stunning purple petal flower pair, and I love this because they're so tiny. They're so tiny, and each petal is unique in its own right. The amount of attention to detail and work that goes into this piece is just unbelievable. I can't do it, and I needed to own this. And the last one, which I thought, it was a simple design, but I really liked it, is this simple flower with gold trim. And I really like it because I'm wearing gold anyway. Now I'm wearing a lot more gold, so having more gold jewelry, which is not gold in your face, but this kind of subtle gold with white, is perfect. I love gold with white, and so this is perfect. Alright, and one other thing that's not ceramic before I go into the ceramic space. So this is a fan that I got from the National Museum in Shanghai. And on this fan, they have this little writing over here, and it tells you that it's this painting from the Ming Dynasty. Yes, the Ming Dynasty. So how do I take it out? And I'm a big fan of fans. I'm not someone who uses the electric fans. I have 2, but I'm a big fan of these fans. I have gone through one. I've used it so badly that I had to throw it away. I think one I've lost. I've got one with me right now, but I wanted something of a much nicer design and feel to it. So I got this from the museum in Shanghai. I saw this actual piece. So this is a replica. I saw the actual piece in the museum in Shanghai. It was just stunning. So it's in the Ming Dynasty, and it's a drawing. The details is beautiful. So you have these trees, you have the bird over here, you have different flowers that's growing on the trees, and then you have another detail at the top over here. I just love using art like this in daily life. And the wind intensity is different compared to the other one that I have. It's much better. I don't know if it's a psychological thing, but it's much better. I've been wanting to get something like this, but with embroidery. However, I noticed that the one with embroidery is just not really my style. And a lot of them, actually all of them are with embroidery. It's not this foldable kind. It's those big ones, and I'm not going to bring that around. It's ridiculously looking. This I will actually use. And then there is, there's one that I saw, I really liked it. It's hand-drawn, but it's quite heavy. So in the end, I went to the museum and got this, because I saw the real one with my eyes as well. Okay, shall we get into the details and the fun parts of ceramic? Let's start with the beautiful, like, you know, stunning pieces. I mean, I think all the pieces are stunning. They all have different stories to tell. I do want to feature maybe 3 in total, but the rest, I think they're all stunning. So the first one that I want to showcase is basically a present that I got for myself for my birthday. And it's this beautiful light green tea, 3-piece tea set. Okay, so why is this stunning and why do I love this? Number one, this green is called Qingbai in Mandarin, which is kind of like a light teal in English. I think that's the color. That's how you translate, because there's no direct translation for Qing. Qing is like a cross between blue and green in Mandarin. So this is a very, very, very specific color that comes out of the early Ming dynasty in Jingdezhen. This color is this Qingbai, and Bai is white, so it has this very white tail hue to it. So number one, I love that already. I love that in its very own right. It's this beautiful hue. The second thing I really love about it is the carvings. So this series is the chrysanthemum, yeah. And I don't know if you can see, but it's carved on the glass to drink, and cup to drink, the teacup on the tea cover, and also on the tea pan, tea saucer. So love that aspect of it. So the way it takes about, the guy told me it takes about like 100 hours to make, because first you have to shape the pieces, then you dry it, you bake it, then once it comes out, to get this design, to get the detail, you have to carve it by hand. And this takes a long time because everything is handmade. It's not possible to do it with machine. So and then after that you bake it and then you glaze it. So it's a very interesting difference. So take this for example. This, I can feel the difference in texture because this is an additional layer on it. This tea set, on the other hand, it feels like nothing. I can barely feel this carving on it. I don't know how they do it. I think there must be an additional layer on it somehow. So I'm starstruck by how beautiful this is. And the third reason, I don't know if you can see, but yeah, you can see that. You can see how translucent it is. If I put my finger, you can see the print of my finger as over here. Right? It's translucent. It's translucent under the light. And it reminds me of bone china. So actually, bone china is made in the UK, and the superior version of bone china is this teaware from Jingdezhen. So they're all very, very thin. They're all translucent in the light, and I just love that. I don't know why. It's just something so seductive about this teaware. So I love it. This guy also seems to specialize in this type of teaware, and oh, he said he's been doing this for 15 years. Yes. So I just needed to support such historical artisans. Also, I love tea. So the fourth reason is that I got gifted a lot of tea Like I have a whole set of tea over there, and it's called tea biscuits. So the Western way of drinking tea is that you've got tea bags, you put it in hot water, you soak it for 3 to 5 minutes, then you put milk or without milk and you consume it. Chinese tea, on the other hand, because it's so fine and delicate, you usually just put water for 30 seconds to maybe 60 seconds. And then you can refill that quite often, but after that you don't put the tea in. It's just 30 seconds, then you put tea into something like this and you drink the tea. So I've got the tea sets right now, and so I'm going to drink more tea, and with my beautiful tea sets. So this is one, and this is one of my favorite pieces. When I walk past the shop, I walk past it, stop, just stared at it and just admire its beauty, and then decided to inquire and purchase in the end. Also, I guess the fifth reason is that I've seen very similar things in the museum, and I just feel like I'm consuming parts of the history of China while drinking tea in this beautiful tea set. So it's just quite overwhelming in a good way. The second thing I want to feature, I feel like I want to feature everything. The second thing I want to feature is this beautiful small tea glass. So you could drink tea like this when you're drinking alone, or if you have people over, you have this little tea sets. Tea is something that you take time to be present, to appreciate, to slow down, and to consume and to enjoy. And so usually you have this little tea cups as well, to be sipping your tea while having a chat with your friend. So this one, oh my goodness, I've never seen anything like this until my friend gave it to me. So my friend's wife, she is also really into tea. Once she realized I'm into tea and into pottery or into ceramic, she got really excited and she gifted me this. So there's a story behind this. This, I forgot the Chinese name, but I went to a little museum and the guy was explaining a lot of stuff to me. So you can see this is a very, very different design and structure. This is 100%, they're all 100% handmade, and this is handmade. And the way it's done is it's baked, color is added, that is baked again, and then after this color added, you I don't know what's that word. It's not a sculpture, but you basically create this design, and there you can feel the design if you touch it. It's also really, really translucent. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, it's very translucent as well. It's stunning. So this design is really, really popular with this emperor Qianlong in the Qing dynasty. So there are three big famous emperors. It's Kangxi, Qianlong, and Yongle. So Qianlong is the middle one of the three, and he really, if I'm not wrong, he really liked this design. So what they do is that I've seen similar ones in the museum. They have something like this, like you have it in yellow, and then you have this very interesting print. It takes very long to do and make. You make these prints, but they're not so sophisticated. They're a bit more subtle in the background, and then you add additional paint and you paint things like this. You paint beautiful pieces on top of this design. Can you imagine the amount of work going in? Also, if you bake it at the natural raw state, you have this design, you bake it, and then you paint and you glaze it and you bake it again. The amount of not trauma, but the amount of intensity that goes into these little teaware is so intense. I can imagine the failure rate is insanely high, and that's why these little pieces, they can add up quite a bit. So love this. I was very excited when she gave it to me. I wanted to buy a bit more, but I really have enough tea sets, so I can't be buying more. Although I definitely want to buy everything I was seeing in China. You've seen the butterfly one already, so I wanted to showcase this to you. So this butterfly, I believe there is a very similar one, or at least butterflies it's a series in ancient China. insects in general. So there's one that I saw in a museum. They were all insects. It's like a little tea set, just like this teacup again, but it's insects, one insect drawn on each of them. They have usually about 5 little teacups. And I'm not a big fan of insects, but I love butterflies. I think they're just beautiful. They look a bit scary up front, but I think they remind me of 2 things. The first one is that when you are a caterpillar, you don't know where life is going to take you, but you go through a goo phase of a confusion state and you come out looking so beautiful. And the second one is that butterflies they all come in different shapes and sizes, and they're all beautiful. So I like that about butterflies. Alright, so this one is interesting because I was not expecting to buy this at all. Like, I'm not even close. The reason I bought this is because I saw the woman drawing it on the spot. Not this piece, obviously, because you need to draw, you need to let it dry, you need to glaze, and you need to put it in the kiln again. But she was drawing the pieces. She was drawing one of the pieces when I was visiting her shop, and I know that this is definitely hand drawn by her. And she has. It's 100% hand drawn. There's nothing the same. There's not 2 of the same one. There are 2 of the butterfly ones, and they're completely different designs and style. So I really wanted that. The second one is, of course, I would say everything I buy is because there's this translucent effect, because it's made of this beautiful material of pottery. And look at the amount of detail in yeah, look at the amount of detail. I don't know, can you see? Can you see? Maybe not. Yeah. Look at the amount of detail going in. It's just beautiful. I don't need it. I really don't need it, but I really wanted to support her craft. So what is this used for? Remember, I said that there is these cups, and you have friends around, you have 5 cups. What are you gonna pour into this? So you get the tea for 30 seconds, and then you pour it over here. From here, you pour into to distribute it to your friends. So that's why I bought it. I think another way I could use it is to use it as to put sauce in there and to put gravy in there during like Christmas parties. So I like this. A very similar one which I also bought. This is not a big feature, but I just wanted to showcase this. So as much as this Qingbai, this green-white color is very famous, the other famous one is this white. It's also extremely translucent. I don't know if you can see it, but this is exactly what I was looking for when I landed in the city, and I only found it on my last day. So I was very grateful for this. So this Qingbai green-white got really famous, I think, in the early Ming Dynasty, but this white, it's really popular in the late Song Dynasty, and they actually they're known for their white. Their white is really white. It's not the pearl white that you see in bone china, because with bone china you mix it with bone ash, and so it's not as white. It's a bit more creamy, whereas this white that they have in Jingdezhen is really white. So I wanted to get something that's pure white, and I wanted to get it in a bowl, but I couldn't find it, so I managed to find this on the last day. So anyway, you can put tea into one of these. You can see with this sharp pot to pour tea out and distribute it to people. Will I be drinking a lot of tea with a lot of people? I don't know. I don't think so. But I've got them, and I could also put gravy in there. Maybe. We'll see. Alright. The feature pieces, before we go to other beautiful but not crazy feature pieces. So, look at this. It's a pear. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, I was walking past the shop, and the cobalt blue just screamed out at me, and I went to check it out, because I think phoenix, butterfly, and peacocks are things that I'm really kind of into right now. These kind of flying things, because I think I'm in a phase where I'm soaring again, and so flying things just really excite me. Also, I've been seeing a lot of jewelry with peacock feathers, but they're just not the price range I want to pay for, so I didn't buy them. Anyway, I saw this at a shop run by a guy, and he handmade all of this. You can feel it. It's all engraved, kind of like not really engraved. It's not sculpture. It's made by hand, where it's dry. You kind of remove each layer to create the design, and then you paint over it and you glaze it. So this is a pair, and they're different. If you look closely enough, because they're all handmade, they're slightly different. This is supposed to be a set for display. So he even gave me a little rack to display the set, but I'm going to use it for food. They're so stunning. The blue, the trim, the yellow trim, this blue, how beautiful the peacock is, and the peonies. Oh my goodness. And then all these little birds flying around. It's just stunning. I don't know what else to say except I needed this. There are two, because I wanted things in pair. My mom says you should buy things in pairs. The only downside to this is that because it has so many layers on it, it's not translucent at all. It's very thick because it needed to be thick. So yeah, this is the only one. Oh wait, no, I have two other sets. Excuse me. So these are not the translucent ones, but they're absolutely stunning. In the same vein, I saw this beautiful phoenix bowl or plate. Oh, this is also handmade, and you can see this is a little bit more yellow in the background. So this is bone china, yeah. This is the only bone china I could find, and this lady, she was commissioned by one of the government things, one of these groups, and they were she was commissioned to make 40,000 plates, and everything is handmade. So yeah, anyway, long story short, she has a bit extra, and she was going to, and she was selling them, and so this was the last piece, and I bought it. Number one, I love this phoenix. I don't know if it's a phoenix or a peacock, but I love the color. It has a very different hue to this one, right? If they're both peacocks, I mean, yes, the design is different, but it has a very different richness in color. I love the contrast. Then you have birds around, and you've got more peonies. Chinese people really love peonies. I don't know why, mudan. And of course, it's translucent. I don't know if you can see, but it's translucent under the light. And this is beautiful. I can imagine using these beautiful, colorful plates during afternoon tea. Have little cakes on it, have little biscuits or little cookies, and you could just sip some tea, have some sweets, and catch up with a friend or friends. I love this. I love this. I wanted to get more of it, but unfortunately there's only one left. Okay, and that lady, we were chatting for quite a lot, and she really, we really had a lot of fun chatting. Then she also gave me this little vase. So I'm very appreciative of her giving me this vase. So everything is handmade. So she runs the company, and her team makes this. I'm very glad she gave me the red one. So she talked about red. It was my birthday when I bought it, and she talked about red because red for your birthday is always very good luck, very auspicious. At the same time, red is the most challenging color to create in this pottery, because somehow the substance of the red doesn't allow 100% success all the time. In fact, there's a saying in Chinese, 10个入窑 9个损坏, something like that. But basically, 10 enters, 9 are broken. So you only have a 10% success rate, which is crazy. And so yeah, I'm very glad she gave me a red one. I love it. Okay, now let's go to the other interesting things. So I told you I wanted to get a white but in a bowl form. Couldn't find it. They're all big sets, like table sets or tableware sets for 6 to 10 people, and I don't have that much space. So the guy introduced me to this one instead. This is interesting. I've never seen anything like this. This is so translucent. You can see that, and this is called jade porcelain because it's so transparent like jade, but it's porcelain. It's a series that I don't know if it's a new innovation, but I saw quite a few of these pieces like that, and I managed to get one bowl, and I got another bowl which you saw just now in the same Qingbai color. Because the bowls that I have are not really for, you know, to eat rice like this. So I got 2 little bowls, and I want to collect different types of bowls in different design and styles. I love them. They're so cute. Yeah, this is also translucent. I don't know if you can see my finger moving, but this is translucent, but of course this is way more translucent. This is stunning. Talking about the green, I got 2 more items in that green. The first one is this bowl. So ever since I got to see this 9-step process of drawing a bowl by Picasso, I got really inspired to simplify a lot of things in my life. So basically he started with drawing a bowl in a very sophisticated manner, and then he took 9 different steps to make bowl in the Picasso style. And it's all about simplicity, simplifying. That really inspired me a lot, and I've been looking for a cow bowl thing for a long time. There are a few design, like one line drawings of bowls that I love, but I never saw a picture that I could buy. I just saw them like on Pinterest. And also when I was living in Hong Kong, the nickname my friends gave me was Beef, because at one point we went to Korean barbecue and I was feeding a lot of people beef, and so my nickname is Beef, and so I really like bull. And then the third reason is because with bull, you know, as we talk about soaring economy, bull market, can't go wrong with a bull. That's not the reason for it, but I really wanted a bull in the house because it reminded me of so many different aspects of my life. The fourth reason of a bull as well is that you see these little horns? My goodness, they're so difficult to make. They break off very easily, and even this shape, it goes out of shape very easily. So to find something like this, I feel like it's a very challenging piece to make, and it's absolutely stunning. I needed to collect it. Plus it's this Qingbai. There's so many, all these reasons are just, it's a no-brainer for me to collect this and put it in my home. And and I got a spoon. This is from my mom actually, a spoon in the Qingbai style. I actually wanted to get more because I don't have a spoon like this in my house. So this is a Chinese spoon, right? I just have the Western spoons because I don't really eat a lot of Chinese stuff in my home. So I wanted to buy it. After I bought it, my mom said she wanted one, and I just couldn't find this again. I went to one shop and I went back to the area again. I couldn't find the shop anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna give this to my mom instead. And yeah, I don't really use spoons, soup spoons anyway, so it'll be fine. Oh, I got 3 more little vases. They're again all handmade, and I want to give it to my friends. So this one I really love because it reminds me of eggplant, and I love eggplant. I've got a gold eggplant that I wear every day. So this is so cute. It's purple. I love it. I think I'll give it to a friend because I know she will love it. The other one is this bright yellow, and I love how bright, how colorful it is. And lastly, this gradient, I thought it was very classic, and I feel like this is something you can get at Crate and Barrel for like 40 bucks because it's handmade. And so I needed to get it, and I'll probably give it to a friend as well. I got this little tea thing actually as a free gift from a lady. So she was very nice. I said, oh, I'm not from here. She's like, oh, okay, let me give you one of these. So I said, thank you. She's so sweet. So it's a little teapot. It's ceramic. This is not handmade though. I'm pretty sure this is the only thing that's not handmade. And it has this cute little cover. I love it. I love tea. I love pottery. This thing, this blue and white is the classic 青花瓷 in Mandarin, and so lots of reason to love this. Now let's go on to this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little pieces that I got. They're all, I don't know if this is handmade. I want to say so, but I don't know. Anyway, these are 6 little ceramic pieces that I bought, and I think they are usually just bought as little design, but I bought them because when people come over, I don't know in other people's house, but usually you put something on the table so you could lay your chopsticks on it, like a chopstick stand. I don't know what it's called. I think it's called 筷子夹, which is a rack for your chopstick. And I thought I could use it for chopsticks. So I got a few designs and really liked it. The first one is this little duck. Actually, I got 6. I only need 5, so I'm going to give one of the ducks to my brother because he likes little ducks. I got this really long dog. So cute. It's so cute with the little low belly. Oh, I got 2 of this spring onion. And 1 of this watermelon. I like that it has this bites, like little bite holes, because you could put your chopsticks one in each little loop. So love it. And okay, the last things. The second last. The first one is I got this bowl. So one of the things I've been wanting to get is a pasta bowl, because I eat pasta and I don't really have proper bowls for that. I don't have bowls, right? I really say I don't have bowls. And these are kind of like a platey bowl. It's like a plate but has a bowl design to it. So you don't eat pasta with a flat plate, which are just the plates that I have. You don't eat pasta in a bowl either, because that's not what you do with pasta. You eat pasta in a platey bowl like this. I don't know what this is called, but I just call it a platey bowl because it's a plate and a bowl mix. And again, this is handmade. This is this stunning red, maroon, burgundy. And okay, this one doesn't have it's not translucent. It feels like it's stoneware. And I don't have anything like this, so I needed to get 2 actually. I got 2 because I can't take any more home. I would love to get 4, but I just can't bring more home. There are a few other colors in place, but I didn't like them. I just like this one. So I think what I'll do is I'll collect pairs as I travel, and I've got one of these pairs in burgundy. It's beautiful. So imagine you have pasta here, and then you have like different kind of sauces in here. I've eaten at Franciscana twice, and they always serve pasta in a bowl like this. Love it. They usually have different sauces on the side as well. This is a fantastic bowl, or platey bowl for dinners. Love it. So I got 2. Last one. Last one. Oh my god. When I saw this, I just could not believe it. So for some context, I do have cheese boards, and my cheese boards are all wood. One of them I got in El Salvador, one of them I got in Arizona, the US. They're all stunning. Love them, and they're functional and beautiful. The only thing is they're a little bit too small. And when you have lots of cheeses in place, you know, it's a bit messy. They're also not the same height, so it's not like you can put them together. And so I want to get a new cheese board, or just a plating board. And I want to get one in like marble, but marble is quite heavy, or very heavy. So I've been looking for something. And then I saw this. This is so beautiful. So it's just a plate with edges with a little up edge. So I believe this is used for tea. So you know, you put tea on it, and you can serve tea on this little plate. it's just a plate, you can use it for whatever. But I think that the reason people use this in China is for tea. But I saw this and I thought, oh my goodness, this is the perfect cheese plate. It's very thick, 100% handmade, and I could see, you know, the unevenness. There's only one. Even if there's another, it's different color, the patterns are different. So I love it. And don't you think the patterns look like Yayoi Kasuma's style? Like she has a pumpkin, a very signature pumpkin with this kind of brown orange background with this dots. So I thought that was very cute, and I really wanted this. So I got my cheese board. I'm so happy about it. And yes, it's a long video, but this concludes the things that I have bought. I think I've got some knickknacks here and there, but it doesn't matter. These are things that I bought. Very happy about it. I'm very grateful for my trip. I'm very grateful for the people that I've met. It's a beautiful city. It has even more beautiful people. People are kind, are heartwarming, are open, are curious, are just wonderful. So I'm very grateful to have met all the people that I've met. I've just been filled with gratitude as people were showing me unlimited amount of kindness, sharing with me different aspects of their lives. So, love China. We'll go back again, of course. Until then, I'm going to wash these up. I'm going to start using them. Alright, till then, I'll see you next time. Bye!